Hello everybody, welcome to Red Devils United. So today I'm gonna predict my starting 11 for the upcoming season for Manchester United. So I am very excited for this new season because of all the new signings, and I think this will be a very exciting season. So anyway, when I created the starting lineup, I considered all the players that we currently have in our squad. So I didn't go with the consumption of like we might have this play and that. So I only created this starting 11 solely based on the players that we currently have. So as the formation, I went with 4-2-3-1 because I think we will stick to that formation. We saw Ole was using that formation mostly in most of the games last season, so I think we will stick with it. I do see some changes coming, so we'll discuss later about it. So I went with 4-2-3-1. So let's start off with this goalkeeper. So personally, I believe it should be David De Gea, but there are many rumors going around that it will be Dean Henderson for Ole. So, but for me, it is David De Gea because I think we should stick with him as our number one because he's a world-class keeper. Yes, he had a deeper form in the last couple of seasons, but I think with the new additions we have in our backline, I think he will be great again. When you look at the stats of Dean Henderson and David De Gea, and with what they have delivered, I think it's no-brainer that it should be David De Gea. But Ole, maybe he's sticking with the Manchester young blood. But for me it is David De Gea because I think Dean Henderson. Make no mistake, Dean Edinson is a great goalkeeper, but I don't think he's ready yet to be our number one goalkeeper. So that's why I think though Dean Henderson is a good goalkeeper, I still rate David De Gea higher than Dean Henderson. So I would stick with David De Gea. So let's move on to defense. If we start with the centre backs, for me, for everyone, it will be and it should be Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane. I am very excited to looking forward for this partnership because on the paper it looks like, if it's not the best, it is at least one of the top 3 centre back partnerships in the Premier League on the paper. So I hope it works out. I think it should work out because we saw in Euros that when you put a world-class defender or a good defender next to Harry Maguire, you can get the best out of Harry Maguire. So he played with Raphael Varane is miles better than John Stones. John Stones is a great player, but Raphael Varane is another level. So I am very excited. I think Raphael Varane will make Harry Maguire better. I think that's how it looks on paper, and I hope it works out. And as my left back, it's no-brainer. It is Luke Shaw. He had a fantastic season with us last season, and it continued in Euros. This is what we expected when we bought him, but the injuries and everything, he had a bit of setback. But finally, he showed his quality last season, and I am very excited and I'm very happy for that guy. I think he is gonna shine again in this season, I think, because I see a good understanding between him and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire being our left-sided centre back. So I think I'm very excited, and my left back in my starting 11 is Luke Shaw. Now let's move on to right back. So this is the thing. So many people I heard saying that Aaron Van Beek is not good enough to be our right back. But let's be honest, he's a young guy. Is he a world-class right back? No. But I think he's better than a couple of seasons. He was better than a couple of seasons he was. So I think this season when you are playing Aaron Van Beek, with Raphael Varane next to him and with Jadon Sancho in front of him, I think he will eventually be better. Automatically, he will be better than who he was last season. And again, I think he is the future. I mean, he should be the future. He's like what, 23 or 24 years old, right? So I would stick with him. But there's transfer, talks on going on to bring Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier is a great guy, but yeah, he's a bit attack-minded player. It's great. I think he's a bit more attack-minded than Aaron Van Bissaka. But I think when you talk about defensive qualities, I think Van Bissaka is the better player. So I mean, I think what Manchester United is trying to do is to have Alex Telles effect. That's what I call. Because they bought in Alex Telles last season and it made Luke Shaw better. So I think that's what they're trying to do this time around with Kieran Trippier. They assume that bringing in Kieran Trippier will make Aaron Van Bissaka. So it might work out, it might not work out, but I think he is the future. So I think we should stick with that Aaron Van Bissaka. I mean, I'm not against buying Kieran Trippier. I mean, it will be he will be a great addition for the squad. I think he will be good because I think Van Bissaka can learn from him, and but he should not grab the starting 11. He should not be the regular right back. I think it should be Aaron Van Bissaka. So we see how it pans out. But for me personally, I am going with Aaron Van Bissaka. So so let's move on for the midfield. So I think if I'm being honest, last season our midfield was the worst. It's not our defense, it was our midfield, because we had Fred and McTominay, and they were not consistent, and they did not know how to link up the play between the defense and the attack. I think in some games we saw that. So I think the reason why Ole played two defensive minded midfielders, it's because he was not sure about our centre backs. But now, with us bringing in Raphael Varane, I think he should not play two defensive minded midfielders in the middle of the park. So I will, as my two midfielders, I would go with Paul Pogba and Scott McTominay. McTominay being the defensive player. Then again, as I told you, this starting lineup consists of players that we currently have in our squad. There are rumors going on that we might get Saul Niguez, we might get Ruben Neves and Camavinga. But personally, I think if we bring Camavinga, I don't think he will be a regular starting 11 player. I don't think, because I think he's more like for the future. So I want us to bring in a player like Ruben Neves if we are bringing in, because I think then because he's a proven player in Premier League, and I think he is an upgrade for Fred and McTominay. So anyway, with the players we have in the current squad, I prefer Scott McTominay to Fred. I just prefer. I think if we can mold him properly, I think it's a bit hard, him being 25 years old now, but if we can mold him a bit properly, I think we can get a bit of carrick out of him with the height, and I think I just have this feeling. But yeah, so I would prefer him to Fred. And Paul Pogba, I think last year I think Ole was a bit lucky. It worked out for him, Paul Pogba playing in the left side. But I think if you want the best of Paul Pogba, you should play him in the middle of the park, not in the wings, but in the middle of the park. We saw that in Euros in France, how he shine when he plays in the middle of the park. Obviously, we don't have a player like Kante, but I think him playing in the middle of the park would give us a more than what we had last season. So yeah, so I think my two midfielders in the middle of the park will be Scott McTominay and Paul Pogba. Then, as my central attacking midfielder, I would go with Bruno Fernandez. Of course, Bruno Fernandez. It has to be Bruno Fernandez. Now Bruno Fernandez, like I saw many are saying that he's not a great player and good player and all. Maybe these pundits are saying he's overrated and all during the Euros. I think what happened was we overused Bruno Fernandez last season. I personally believe all they overused Bruno Fernandez, and he's a human being. So that's why I think he had a dip in his form because he was so fatigued. I know he would. I mean, he would say to Ole that he want to play each and every game, but as a manager, he should know better. That's what I would say. He should know better than playing him in every game in the season. So I think now he had a good rest. I think I'm excited to see him back. I think he will provide us with good performance again in the beginning of the season. So my central attacking midfielder is Bruno Fernandes. Now in the left side, yeah. So Marcus Rashford will miss the first 2 months due to his shoulder surgery. But I think once he come back, I think he will make that position for himself. So I think Marcus Rashford will be our regular left winger. So I'm gonna go with him. But I think in the beginning of the season, I think for the first couple of months, I think maybe Anthony Martial. I think if he's fit enough, or Dan James, I think Ole would have to play with those two players. But as a regular, it will be Marcus Rashford after the surgery, after the recovery. I think he will be our left winger. So as a right winger, it will be no one else but Jadon Sancho. Yes, it took us 1 year. It was a long transfer saga. We should have had him last season, but finally we are having him this season. I'm very excited because I think he's a world-class player. Deep side, and I know he wasn't regular for England. I don't know why. For me, he's a world-class player, and I'm very excited to see him in a red T-shirt. Yeah, so I think he will grab Premier League by his hand. I'm pretty sure, and I hope it works out like that because I want him to be success because we were lacking a proper right winger, and I think he was that missing piece in our attacking lineup, and now we have him. So I'm very excited. Yes, I know we had Mason Greenwood, but I think Mason Greenwood is more like a natural number 9. So he will be our number 9 in the future. He was not a right winger, but Jadon Sancho, he is a natural winger. He will try to provide with assists more than try to go for the goal himself. So that's why I'm very excited because Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, all these players who are playing in the wings for us, they are more like wide forwards. They don't try to put in balls for the striker. They would like to dribble and take a shot for themselves. But players like Bruno Fernandes, Jadon Sancho, now they are more like they want to whip in crosses to the box. So I think that's why I'm excited. I think we were lacking a player like that quality, and we have him now. So my right winger is Jadon Sancho, and our number 9, I think it will be and it should be Edinson Cavani. I think that's why we asked him to stay for one more season because we need him. He is the fox in the box for us. He's the fox in the box. He knows how to make quick little runs. He knows how to create spaces. He can predict where the ball is coming. So I think Edinson Cavani will be our number 9, and eventually I think maybe by the next season it will be Mason Greenwood. So it's great because Edinson Cavani can fill the spot for Mason Greenwood for the time being, and he's a great mentor for Mason Greenwood. I think I saw that on and off the pitch last season, and I'm very excited for him for staying for another season because I think he can mold Mason Greenwood to be a better number 9. So yeah, so my friends, that is my starting 11. Yeah, I know many would ask me what happened to Fred. Where's Donny van de Beek? Where's Juan Mata? But I think these are great players. I think especially I think Donny van de Beek, I think he should get more playing time than he had last season, because I think he was treated unfairly last season. Is he a guaranteed starter for United? No. But have we given him enough games or playing time to prove himself at United? No. So that's why I would like Ole to give him more time, especially for Donny van de Beek, to prove himself. So I think he should rotate our squad a bit more than he did, because if we are gonna stick with the same starting 11 for a greater part of the season, eventually they will run out of gas, and then we will struggle. So I think that's what happened for us. So yeah, so this is my starting lineup. So comment down below, what changes would you make for the starting 11, or do you have a completely different starting 11 than this? So comment down your thoughts below in the comment section, and do not forget to hit that like button if you like the video, and do not forget to subscribe for our channel, because that helps us to grow this channel more. And if you want to get notified once I upload videos, do not forget to hit on that bell icon. So we'll meet in another video soon. Till again, goodbye.